here's a wall that I'm at right now, and I'm being vulnerable here by telling you this, but I make these videos so that way other people can take a look at where I'm at, maybe see if they can learn a hidden lesson within it, or if you're way 10,000 steps ahead of me, I want you to look back and see if there's maybe something from the fundamentals that you can pick back up on, okay? But this is just me telling you my story, and then I can look back on it later on. So, I haven't hit 5K a month yet, and that's the truth. I'm not at 5K a month, not even close yet. We're maybe halfway there, just about. But I have a plan, and I'm going to walk you through it honestly. So, phase one, get one client. Do the work for free if you have to. I've talked about this before. When we were back in Ontario before we moved here to Calgary, back home in the city of Kingston, where I'm from, I would call people and say, hey, I'm going to shoot some videos for you. I'm going to send my partner Catherine out to shoot some cool videos for you guys completely free, make you guys look beautiful online, and you can just post it whenever you like. And if you're happy with it, if we could just get in exchange a testimonial or a review, that would be greatly appreciated. I don't know, if somebody approached me with that and I could tell they were, they had good candor, they were honest, I would take them up on that, but I had to call 50 something places before I got my first 2 people I could do work for free. And by the way, the people that said yes 100%, I've been more than happy to leave you a good review because I'm doing that free work for you. We did it for 15 people maybe, somewhere around that if I'm not mistaken, and just over half of them gave us a good review. Right? A lot of people that I actually knew somewhat closely said, yes, I will do that. Sorry, I've been busy, and they never did. But it's what you have to do when you're starting out. So that's phase one. Get one person, do the work for free if you have to. Now, phase two. Work endlessly to rock their world and get a result that's worth showing. Whether that's person for free or that's your first paid client. You want them to be a raving fan customer. There's nothing more important right now than them. Screw you, screw your system, screw all of that, okay? You need to rock their world and do the best that you possibly can. Even if it's unscalable. And you'll get what I mean in a minute. Step one was getting a real client. So I did the work, me and Catherine did the work, we did the work, got them results, and documented every single thing. Now that case study, which we now have 9 of them, I believe, total, the case study is now the backbone of every pitch I make. Now, there's one instance where we have a case study from Fraser and Fig, business down in Marda Loop here in Calgary, Alberta. And we got them, it was in my last video I posted, but we got them something over 13,000 views on a reel that we did with 0 ad spend. So think about this. The amount of people in the area locally that are going to get that on their feed, this charcuterie board, grazing board business, right, Fraser and Fig down in Marda Loop, they're going to get this on their feed for a specific reason. Now, 200 people watch it, let's just say, maybe 10 of them would actually go there. It's just the truth. Now, maybe 1 or 2 actually think about going there in the next couple of weeks, etc. 13,500 people view it, let's just say. The percentages increase on everything, therefore, highly likelihood they're going to actually go and visit the business. So, we take that metric and we push it and we push it and we push it to people who go, how do I know you can do a good job? Well, there we go. So phase 3, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again, and do it again. Oh, and do it again. Okay? That's where we're at right now. We're doing it again and again and again. Build a daily outreach habit. That's what I do right now. So I do cold email, I do cold calls, and I do cold walk-ins, or I make an appointment and I come in and see speak with the business owner. Right now we're in the do it again part, and you're gonna find the little issues and little problems and things that can go wrong and stuff that you realize, like, I can't do it this way forever, right? That unscalable way. And this is where I said I would cut to it next with, well, it's unscalable. How do I keep this working? You figure out those problems after, and you find out, okay, there's these certain parts of my service that I cannot do forever, especially if I'm charging what I am. I don't have the time to do that. What do I have to do? Well, you're going to have to either drop some of those systems or increase your price. But anytime you increase the price, you have to increase the value. So it may be an instance where you don't drop that amazing service you give, but the price goes higher, right? But anytime you raise your price, increase the value. Now, what you can do and you should do, increase the value, but don't increase it more than it costs for that increase of the price. So if you raise your price by $10, you can increase the value, but no more than $5 worth, right, of cost. You want your overall customer lifetime value to be higher because of it, and the retention to be higher because of it. So right now, you've gone through phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. You got to repeat the process again and again. Find the holes, find the gaps, fix it, and just make sure you can do it again and get your next client, and then the next one, and then the next one, whether it be one-time work or consistent work, and do it through all those different ways. So here right now, this is roughly how I do my schedule. Monday, 20 walk-ins. Tuesday, 167 cold calls. Why so specific? You'll see in a second. Wednesday, 167 cold calls. Thursday, 167? No, 166 cold calls. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Friday, another 20 walk-ins. On Monday, there's also 525 emails going out. Tuesday, 525, Wednesday, 525, Thursday, 525, and Friday, 525 going out. For a total of 40 walk-ins in 1 week, 40 times where I have something specific for that business. I hand it to them and say, hey, I made this for you. And if I'm talking to the owner, if you wouldn't mind taking 2 seconds to look at it, the information is on the back if it's something you're interested in. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Any bolt. Now, really quick to touch on this, sorry to get away from what I'm talking about, but if you go to do something like that and the decision maker is not there, one of two options. You say, great, when will they be in next? Or you say, okay, I don't want to bug you right now. I have some questions that's probably for them. Or you say, great, so what I have to give them, it's a decision they're going to make. So when would be the time for me to talk to them? Get out of their way of somebody saying, oh, I don't think we're interested, thank you. They're not the business owner. They don't know what they're talking about. They shouldn't say that. It's their job to get away from people that are trying to sell them stuff. But really, if someone's going to offer something that my business of value, I want them to come to me about it because it may be beneficial, at least at my stage. Moving on to back what we were talking about. 40 total walk-ins of me doing that. Whether they say buzz off or they say, okay, great, I want to bring your partner by and come back tomorrow. Maybe we can see what we can work on. 500 total cold calls. That's why I have these specific numbers. I want at the end of the week to know that I made 500 cold calls. And 2,625 cold emails. That's a lot. Generating several responses a day is what we want. Hopefully getting a client once every 2 weeks, maybe a solid deal. That's what we're looking for. So those are the numbers. Take that, times it by 4 weeks, because remember, that's all in 1 week. We have 160 walk-ins. We have 2,000 total cold calls, and we have 10,500 cold emails. Right there, that's volume, and that's our goal. I'm not worried about making an offer perfect right now. Of course, I want our offer to be perfect. I believe the offer is everything. If you say, I'm going to clean your whole house, I'm going to do your dishes, I'm going to mop your floors, I'm going to do your cat litter, I'm going to wash your dishes, I'm going to do every single thing, and it's only going to cost you $9 a month. That is an offer. Full guarantee, by the way. I guarantee that if you show me a picture of one single speck of dirt or dust or grime or anything, I will refund you 2 months worth of service. You either get it for free or I just send you the cash back. And if you're not happy at any time, even when I'm in the middle of cleaning your home, tell me you're not happy and you get your money back, because I don't want your money. If you don't want me to have it, you're not happy, I'm not happy. That's an offer. But right now, we need to do more volume so that way we can listen to our customers, because the type of service we provide, we need to know what they love and what they hate. Screw what I read online about SMMA and what everybody thinks they should do, and here's what's going to be the best offer. I need to know what people like, what people hate, what people actually want without saying it, what people tell me they mean, and how many people are actually, sorry to say this, but they're spilling me shit or they're telling me the truth, right? Volume. We'll figure it out, and the offer blends into a perfect combination. Phase 4, stack more clients, because at my price point, 5K means landing about 5 or 6 retainer clients throughout the year. I'm not there yet, but the system is built. What we're doing right now, we have a way which we get the clients, how we service them. We just need to tighten everything up so that way it doesn't take us a month to get a new client, right? It takes us a week, it takes us a couple weeks, etc. No more theory. We want a system that works. But it's about reps and volume, because then we can start to say, okay, I can count on this happening. Move down the calendar, move down the calendar. Ooh, I can count on that. And that's how you build something which is more operational more operationable, more systematizable, and something which you can actually further down the line say, hey, here's a playbook for everything. Have fun. And you go do something else. You sell. You do whatever the case is, okay? So, get this to work here. My plan is simple, but the patience is challenging. And you may face this as an early founder as well, or somebody who's just in the middle of the grind of the business. It's very simple, but it's not easy. So the patience for me is what's really challenging. Once again, I'm just documenting my story. So I don't have a secret, but I do have a case study, I have a solid offer, and I have a daily outreach habit. And those three things together are going to combine into motion and momentum. That's what we want. The plan is simple. Sticking with it when nothing's happening yet is the actual hard part. When it's quiet, nobody cares, nobody's listening, and you feel your body shaking a bit. You're rubbing the dirt out of your eyes because you're just like, holy crap, what day even is it? Stick with it, breathe, take care of yourself, and work your butt off. Okay? My name is Mark Perry. I'm the co-founder and CEO of MNC Creative Co. We help take the social media off the plates of local business owners here in Calgary and the surrounding areas, and we take care of it for them so they can do stuff they would much rather do than post on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it, okay? If you have any questions on that, all my contact info is right here, free for you to reach out with. And if you have any questions on this video, drop me a comment below. I'll answer every single one of them, okay? Thank you very much for watching. I make these videos so I can look back on them later in the future, and so I can help people who may be dealing with some issues that I talk about in my content, okay? Hopefully to lend a helping hand. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Take care.